Hello, I hope you're doing well. When I went to New York City this spring break, I was looking for a messenger bag. However, I found a better bag, and it's a reversible Neverfull. I know I had never liked a Neverfull, but this one actually has some. They had different colors. They had a pink, a red, a blue, and I believe a tan brownish type of color. And I liked the blue side and the fact that you can have the pocket on the outside, for your phone and things like that. But it's mainly for a big iPad, papers, and um, also kind of like a road trip bag. Also, the strap is reversible, so you can have the Louis Vuitton side with the Louis Vuitton or the color part with the color side, or you can mix and match, which I like that it's flexible and you can use it the way you like. On the sides you have a little hook where you can kind of make it a smaller bag, which I like because I'm not too much into big bags. But this one has a lot of space, only that one pocket on the outside. It's kind of sad that it doesn't have like a separate wallet that goes with it because it is a smaller one and not the big, huge, big shopping bag. Um, I wouldn't use it for travel. It's kind of heavy, but it does have a hook on top and you can use it for that if you want to. This is the back side, and I like that little hook. That little hook is used with the front hook so you can close it. And when it's reversed and you have the leather part on the outside, you close it through the inside. When you have the color side out, then you kind of close it on top. But it can also be used to hook your keys or something else if you want to. I love that on the color side, you actually have a hook. When you reverse it and you have the leather on the outside, you only have the drawstrings to pull it together or kind of cinch it together. And since I like a smaller bag, I like it being cinched to create kind of that little small crease on the sides. It makes it smaller and not too big to carry. I do like the design. I was not sure about the light leather there, but it is nice. Um, the leather, I will see how it is, with time, to see if it's gonna stay with that light leather color. But I'm thinking after aging, it's gonna start to probably get dark a little bit, and it might look a bit, worn out. But we'll see in about a year or so to see, what it's like. I like that pocket is kind of deep, and so you can put more than just your phone. It's actually a pretty big pocket, so you can put some makeup, lip gloss, your phone, your wallet, or something that's important in there. Those hooks are pretty good. And it does say Louis Vuitton on the side. I couldn't get for it to not glare when I was actually putting that together, and I was having a hard time. But it does say Louis Vuitton there on the metal part. The buttons also say Louis Vuitton, and it does give it a nice classy look. But in general, I'm using it more for like a work bag. But you can also use it to take a lot of things. If you have study books, or if you have, and that's the bottom, which is not too bad. I like that it stands up, and you can pack it or unpack it standing up. And so it's easy to put things in and out, and you're not fighting with the bag. It does have straps to where you can use it as a shoulder bag, and you can take off the large crossbody strap if you want to, but you can leave the strap, and I wouldn't really use it crossbody, but it's, if you want it lower on the shoulder, you can use that strap for that. And there's the Louis Vuitton inscription right there. I do like the fact that the leather does seem kind of strong. It seems like it'll last for a long time. And so this bag does kind of seem to be prepared for wear and tear. Now here's the bag, how I see most people use it, but you can still see the color on the trim and on the outside, but when you don't use the straps, it does become a larger bag, and I can see a lot of people use it that way. I personally like to cinch the sides and make it into a smaller bag. And again, you can use the strap with the Louis Vuitton side out or the color side out. Both look nice. That leather part is kind of light, and that's the only thing that I might worry about a little bit. Once you have a lot of wear and tear, it might look a little older. And of course, the leather might look darker, and water getting on it or something like that. But it's really more like a working bag for me. So I expect for it to get a lot of wear and tear. The straps on the side, I don't feel like those might keep it together very long, especially if you have heavy things inside the bag. So I plan to use it with the blue side out, and actually use the clips to be able to cinch the bag. And so these are the different ways that you can actually use the bag. One of my friends said, well, it's kind of nice because it's kind of like having two bags in one. But I'm assuming that probably the old bag, you could probably just turn it inside out yourself and still use it that way. But I really like that the big pocket is on, I can have it on the outside, and I actually liked this color, which is why I got the bag. Now this price point was $2,300. Now this is before the tariff situation, so I'm not sure what it's going to go up to, but with taxes and everything, it was $2,504.13. Not bad. And it seems like a very versatile and very tough bag, so I'm hoping that it lasts a long time. Well, I'm sure that a lot of people are going to review because it is a never full kind of bag, so I'm not going to say too much on it, but I do really love this bag and I love this color, and it's kind of nice that they've had a different options on the Neverfulls. And although I'll never use it this big, I'll clip it for sure on the sides. But it is a very good working bag as well. I hope you enjoyed it and have a wonderful day.